Alright, we are here with Bant Control. Similar archetype, except we get to play Growth Spiral and Willow Haven. I've been away for a bit, so I apologize. I haven't uploaded in a while. Anyways, not to get into that. I want to try this archetype again. Portable Hole was not on my radar the first time I tried this, so I want to do that. I crafted the Bant Triome, 4 of them, so I'm going to try that as well. I'm off the 9 live Solemnity thing. I think it wasn't really working, and there was like a couple games where we could consider it like it would have worked. We just barely didn't get there, so I'm just off it for now. It's just not really working out for me in practice. One Agent of Treachery, we'll see. It feels like it's a good card, but who knows? You could say the blue Invoke the Winds is just a little bit better because it just costs less mana. The mana requirement's a little steeper though, like quad blue, but I'm going to try Agent of Treachery. With that being said, I also made a Yorion version of this as well. Kind of want to finagle with both of them. This one has, actual counter spells in it. Shark Typhoon and whatnot. Sideboard's kind of similar, except the Shark Typhoons are in the main deck. Mystical Disputes, one Hullbreaker, Rest in Peace. Sunset Reveries feels good too. Feels decent. We'll see. I don't know. And same with Narset's Reversal. I'm not doing like Charming Prince or what's it called? Omnath or anything like that. You can do that. Obviously, Agent of Treachery is good with Yorion. Omen of the Sea, excuse me, is also pretty decent. But yeah, you can do like more creatures that are into this, like Skyclave Apparition and stuff too, and not feel terrible, right? But we'll see. I'm gonna probably start with the not Yorion version, and then we'll play like the Yorion version and mess around with both. See what ends up being pretty nice. So let's let me make sure I have the right stupid thing on here. Yeah, best of 3. Okay, last time that tripped me up. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like my content, and let's do some more. He's finally back performing for you. He's the first member of the DK crew. Yeah. That's goofy. Feeling good about this. Portable Hole seems nice, given what I seem to play against a lot, which is a lot of 1 and 2 mana creature kind of things and stuff. Also, the tenants in the building are having like some kind of Brazilian party in the backyard, so hopefully you can't hear it. I'm on the other side of the building, but they can get rowdy. They can get pretty rowdy, let me tell you. Alright. Double Search is not great at all. It's basically a mulligan. If it's a creature deck, I kind of like it. We're not mana screwed. I think I'm still going to mulligan it, though, because double, whatchamacallit's just not great. Okay, this is a little bit better. Let's put back the island. Yeah, let's put back the island. Play this. Play the old headquarters here. Then we can turn to Wolf Willow. Hopefully we find a 5-mana Planeswalker soon. There's 5 in the deck. 4 Teferi and 1 Jace. Black, red. Okay. Let's play this. Let's put this here. Yeah, so it taps for an additional color. Could put this actually somewhere else, because if I ever actually have to activate Castle, it doesn't do this part. So that might be wrong. We did find one. That's pretty cool. Let's play You Tapped, and then another Haven on this. Now we need a way to reliably defend Teferi with like a board wipe or something. I think this is good news. Opponent's cracking a blood token turn 1. Getting rid of a land, though, is interesting. Well, that's abysmal. I can surprise my opponent with a wolf in combat, I believe. Never mind. You can only do it on my turn. Can't have any fun. Alright. Oh god. Okay. Go away. Oh my god. Okay, so play land and pass again. Scry 2 lands at the bottom, or 3. We put 1 mulligan in the bottom. It's 3 lands at the bottom. Oh my god. Okay. There's 5 lands on the bottom. Okay. Okay, Girth Spiral, do something. What? There's only like, what, how many lands are in here? What is that, man? 27? Ooh-wee! 5 lands at the bottom, and, okay. And of course our opponent had Duress the one turn we couldn't actually cast the fairy, so. Revelry seems fine. Agent also seems kind of fine. Shark Typhoon I like too. I don't think we want Rest in Peace. It is a black-red deck, which is annoying, but maybe this is not an Ensconted game. Okay, I gotta go to this thing. This looks better to me. Maybe drop Memory Deluge? Might not be what we're after here. Too slow, maybe. It gives us something to do with all that mana. We're gonna try it like this. So far, I don't think I've ever won a best of 3 Explorer game on YouTube, like at all, ever. I've only had one video, but still, I have not won a single game in this format with okay, we'll keep this with this in this format on video. Okay, so we want this on green. How important is that? I think it's kind of important. We want to cast Growth Spiral on 2. It means I don't have white mana, and my whole hand is white. Might be wrong then. We'll see. I'm going to assume our opponent has 18 Duress effects in their sideboard. Okay. If they take Growth Spiral, I'm probably going to put this on white. Okay, that's a good draw. Same turn 2 play. I can eat it this time. I guess I will. I'm not going to eat the blood token. That's what this card is for, right? Alright, if we get a land and dodge a discard spell, we're in maybe a good spot. Unless they play something scary. We don't even really have a good way to stop a ton of removal, which is annoying, but I guess there's not much I can do about that. Manlands are also incredibly annoying. It's very annoying to deal with. This comes back over and over, right? Cast it from your graveyard, blitz, yeah. So they can blitz that over and over and harass Teferi. This is probably the worst matchup, just because there's an endless stream of ways to threaten Teferi. So it's hard to get the ultimate. Maybe I should have brought in Hullbreaker. Or maybe it just doesn't matter because I'll never untap with a Teferi anyways. Sweet Lord. Okay. Yeah, alright. Nope. I don't have an answer to Chandra, so even if I stabilize, Chandra's ultimate will just kill us. Full stop in like 2 turns, and I can't do anything about it. Yeah. This is this archetype is probably just not good in Explorer, which is really unfortunate, because if it's not good, I'm probably just not going to play it, because I don't really care to play like aggro nonsense. Just find it incredibly boring. Let's try the Yorion version. I don't see... You know, like, Shark Typhoon would be good, right? Like, every game... In the 2 games, if it was in play, it's obviously probably our best card. Let's try the Yorion version. Who knows? Yorion seems incredibly popular in this format, which is, at the very least, kind of exciting. Oh, my back. My back. Oh, my God. I'm getting old. I feel like Explorer is Ob Nixilis' format, actually. I'm surprised I really haven't seen much of Ob Nixilis yet. Gigantha. Okay, so it's probably a red deck. It's hard to mulligan this, I think. No, it's at least Teamer. Could be 5 color. I think it's more important to activate this. I'm not looking for a land. I don't have to play this. If I can leave up a counterspell for something annoying, I feel a little bit better just doing that. Let's put this here and then Haven our Triome, so it still leaves up Saw It Coming. Next turn I can search for Skanta, or if I want to flash in the Wandering Emperor. Okay, I don't think I care about that really at all. So, looking like 5 color. Could just be 4 color, but it's not Yorion, which is really weird. I can't portable hole that. Let's play a land, and I guess I leave up the Wandering Emperor. Omnath. It literally is Omnath. Okay. Yep, I gotta do this then. If that were the case, maybe I should have just put this to hand, but obviously if they didn't do anything at all, I could put this in play. Nope, it's 5 color. It is literally 5 color. So let's put this to hand. Well, it doesn't do anything. Let's just run this out, because we do need to find lands. I'm not going to portable whole Paradise Druid. Oh, it's a Niv Mizzet deck, huh? Interesting. Okay, maybe I do now portable hold it. Maybe. Omen of the Sea is good with Yorion. It does mean I have to cast it right now if I want to look for a land. That's not good. Still not good. I think I should... I think at this point we're just looking to do this, right? We can find a sweeper for another stupid card like this if they play one. They rip apart not search for Skanta, which I don't really understand. I don't get it. That doesn't seem like a good idea at all, in my opinion. But they didn't have anything to do, so it looks like it's a good time to develop a Teferi, even though it takes 2. Still looking for another land here. I think there's 34 in this deck. Another Omnath. Yep. They did not attack with Paradise Druid? Okay. Kind of annoying. What am I stealing with Agent of Treachery this game, I wonder? Okay, we don't want another portable hole. Farewell is alright. I don't have to cast it right now, I don't think, especially how light my opponent's hand is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Demand an answer for a Shark Typhoon. Developing this seems good. Come on, I need a land. I can't even... So I do this, make a shark pass. Or do I play Portable Hole, eat that, make a 1/1? No, I think we just pass and leave up the Wandering Emperor. Tibalt is incredibly annoying, though. Gets a Portable Hole, which eats my Search for Iskanta on the last possible turn, so I now can't flip it. There goes Shark Typhoon. No, they can't swing at the... Oh, they can. This seems reckless. I don't really agree with this. Letting me eat your Omnath is very strange. But okay, we'll take it. And there goes Iskanta, which is incredibly annoying. Okay, well, I guess I'm stealing Tibalt, and hopefully that's good enough. We'll see. Opponent instantly scooped. Okay. I don't think Tibalt was the end-all be-all, but I'll take it. So they had some blue cards, and they might bring in some, like, counter spells and stuff. I don't even know if I'm interested in any of these cards. Maybe Revelry? The 1/1s could be good. The rest of it's kind of not great. Dovin's Veto seems decent. They have some creatures that are annoying, though. What am I taking out for Dovin's Veto? Honestly, at this point, I'm wondering if I even like the Willfullow Havens. Well, if it curves out in that way, I do. I wonder if I even mulligan or change anything, actually. Not sure I do. Dovin Veto is the only thing I'm kind of curious about. Search for Iskanta might be a little tough to have stick. Could be an issue where I just want Dovin's Veto instead. Could make sense. Now they know about my Shark Typhoons, they might bring in more enchantment hate. I'm not going to drop one though, but the Hullbreaker, if I Windmill Slam it, I feel like I'm in a good spot. What do I drop for it? Maybe just an Absorb. Narset could be hard-pressed to draw 2 cards, and tapping 3 on your own turn to draw a single card seems stupid. I'm not actually just not a fan of Narset as a card, but probably doesn't... I'm not the spokesperson of Narset. It seems to be incredibly popular, regardless of my opinion on it. Just don't really hold it in high regard. 2 Portable Holes stops early nonsense. A sweeper, no Growth Spiral, no Willfullow. Nah. This is a little bit better. We're going to probably get hit by like something annoying. Do we get rid of Wandering Emperor or the Shark Typhoon? We can cycle Shark Typhoon. We can't cycle the Wanderer, which means it would be dead for an extended period of time in our hand. Hey, Bread, what up? Just playing some... Alright, I kind of revealed I had Portable Hole in my hand when I did that. So we play this tapped? Yes. It doesn't seem like our life total is in jeopardy, but the only way I'm punished for playing this tapped is if I Growth Spiraled into another land. That was... okay. Let's do this to just find lands. Okay. Yep. What a surprise. Alright, so... I mean, I'd rather draw than scry for a land. If the off chance I find a green land to specifically double Growth Spiral, which we did, which is really nice. Now we just need a couple more lands to farewell our opponent and avoid probably devastation through some kind of counterspell. If they have Tibalt, I guess we're just moving to game 3. Nope, not Tibalt. They're kind of all in on the board, which is kind of surprising. Working a 10-hour today? Ooh, thoughts and prayers for sure, dude. Really all in here. This seems interesting. Why are they not swinging with the Paradise Druid? That doesn't make any sense to me. What are you leaving up for 1 mana? Wandering Emperor can eat, like, one of these, and then I'm still dead. Shark Typhoon. Nope. Alright. I guess I'm gonna see if I can learn something, like counterspell-wise or whatever. If I drew a land there and Farewell resolved, we were in a pretty good spot. Alright, not gonna show them how I... Not gonna show them how I, my hand there. Opponent had zero respect for, like, anything. So I really am curious what that 1 mana was that they left up with the Manadork. Spell Pierce? If I played land 4-mana sweeper, Spell Pierce wouldn't have done much. Don't know why they did that. Alright. A bunch of lands and a counterspell, hard to pass it up. Let's see if they can go a game without playing that Manadork. Let's do this. Let's foretell this. I want to foretell this so they can't discard it. Seems pretty important. All 3 games on the second turn, they've had a Paradise Druid. Must be nice. Let's play this so we can leave up who knows what. Represent a counterspell. I think that's alright. They're probably... I'm going to put the land at the bottom. If they take Growth Spiral, that's annoying. You know what? Let's just do this so they can't take it. And I'm fine with them just taking Memory Deluge, obviously. I want this Growth Spiral. Alright, let's play this pass. That's a really good sign. They also swing with this, too. Interesting. Don't think I would do that, but surely take it. I could have scried, too, maybe. Alright, let's pick up Yorion, play a tap land. Pass. Gigantha? Okay. If they're tapped out, I don't really care about this. I wonder if I do anything about that. Do I just sweep the board now? It sets them back a mana. I could do this to have him draw a card, and I also leave up a counterspell? Yeah, it also lets me scry with Omen if that's what I want to do. This seems like a good idea. But I'm probably not going to scry until Yorion is gone, right? So my opponent's cracking Fabled Passage so fast. Like, it's in play, and then it's gone. It's actually quite impressive. Alright, so we get rid of this nonsense. Ooh, maybe not. Yep, alright, so they sideboarded some counter back cards. We can steal this with Agent, which is nice. They get K Command, Mortify, Vanishing Verse. Okay. I'm going to Agent this now because it might be tough to resolve that later. And this doesn't die to Vanishing Verse. It actually doesn't die to anything in their hand. So this is really nice. Anything I know about, at least, because it's 5 color gets around this. Opponent just plays another one. Wow. It kind of really, really whiffed. Holy crap. They also just shuffled back in like 10 lands into their deck. Wow, that really was just straight whiffed. That's crazy. They got, what, an iteration? Alright, they're Vanishing Verse a 2-3. They have to, because otherwise I get to Yorion on it, and that's just not good. I wonder if they trade. I'm willing to trade, because I think I'm a little bit in the back foot. Opponent didn't even bat an eye to that idea. So I have a counterspell. I'm going to do this to put a threat into play, and also just do this here while I can. Shark Typhoon is good, land not so much. I'm not going to counter an iteration, that seems a little silly. Finds a land, yep. Iteration again. They have to leave up Dovin's Veto basically forever now. Might just cycle the Shark Typhoon, just make a giant shark maybe. Okay, another counterspell is really nice, I think. I can force out the Dovin's Veto with the Wandering Emperor. They gave me a land. Nice. Blue or white? Probably just blue. Actually, yeah, blue's fine. They cycle a Triome. They're running like 20 Triomes, which is funny. Omnath. Alright, so probably get into a fight over this. We're going to take 4 here, because this is the... Oh no, wait, they just add mana, right? Yeah. Another Niv Mizzet. Well, I can't stop that. They don't have counterspell mana that would stop a Farewell, though. They completely whiffed on Niv Mizzet? Is that what just happened? Or they just declined to use its ability? I'm actually not too sure what just happened there. That's really weird. But we'll take it. That's a good card, so we're going to keep that. It's not good bouncing either of these permanents, though, which is not terribly exciting. How much is this? Is it 3? Okay, Mystical Dispute is 3. Can they cast it? No. I guess I am just going to do this then. So graveyards, creatures, and that is it. I don't really... Well, no, not graveyards, because I have a Memory Deluge. And to the extent of my knowledge, they don't use their graveyard. So this seems like a good idea. Could be wrong, though. There goes the Hullbreaker. That's unfortunate. There goes the Shark Typhoon. Cool. I'm gonna play the land and pass. I'm not gonna hold on to it. They have 24 cards. Doesn't seem like too many resources left. I'll just take 2. So, another Farewell and Growth Spiral? Teferi's good. I kind of have the feeling that they have a bunch of counter spells, but I'm still going to just cast this. No, I guess they don't. Could be a removal spell. Yep. No surprise there, I guess. At this point, I will just portable hole one of these so the Wandering Emperor gets a little bit better. Maybe that's just not ideal. Let's just do this. And then pass. Could have been wrong. Who knows? Cycles of Triome. Iteration. No real attack. Okay, one attack doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Let's just trade, see what happens. Kind of strange. Weird. They have Omnath, D-Spark, Dovin's Veto. Okay. They are not tapped off of Dovin's Veto, so double sweeper is the only way to get the board clear. And I don't have a choice but to do this, so I'm going to just do that. They can de-spark this. Okay, that's annoying. I can like force out the Assassin's Trophy by making a 2/2 with the Wolfwillow Haven and demanding some kind of trade. Or just making them use it to kill one of my tokens, which is probably good for me. I'm gonna not play a land, though. Another cycle. They have 10 cards left in deck. I'm sure they have, like, a couple more threats that could be a serious issue. We'll see. Okay, they have 8 more cards. They did not cycle that last Triome when they could have. That's interesting. And I want to do this because, again, getting Assassin's Trophy out of the way is plus for me. Pull a land out of my deck too. But we could still die. They could still have... I could still just not have an answer to this here, obviously. That's pretty good. D-Spark just deals with it, right? Exile target permanent with... Yeah, alright. So we're just going to make a giant shark, I guess? Could just flat out die. We'll see. I wonder if they have any basics left with Fabled Passage. Maybe not. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. They're going to gain some life. They can't Vanishing Verse this. Oh, they didn't have another land to get. Alright, so now we just pull way ahead. Like way, way ahead. So do that, do this, swing for 10. I'm winning the race here. I'm not scared to take 2 over and over. I'm not going to play this. Cycles another Triome. Might as well swing. No. I'm not going to make a shark to block it. I think I win if I just leave up Dovin's Veto for the rest of the game. I will fight over this, actually, so I have a way to close the game out. Oh, okay. Interesting. Let's play this, because now we have things to actually cast with it in play. Yep. Still get a shark. That's alright. It's not the greatest draw, but it's decent, I guess. I'm not going to trade because we obviously have lethal. They were just top decking. And we win. Oof, that was a cool game. I guess when it comes to resources, my opponent only had 4 cards left. The benefit of playing a Yorion list is you obviously get to have more cards, and then they run out of resources. So those long, incredibly grindy games, that was actually kind of the game I'd like to play all the time, just a back and forth control mirror. But unfortunately for the opponent, we have more resources if it actually goes to decking. They only had 4 cards left, and there's a good chance they didn't have any threats left, or maybe like one. I don't really know what it could be. You could say it makes a lot of sense. In fact, I really should not have countered spelled the removal spell. I just shouldn't have done it. Dovin's Veto prevents me from losing from one of these cards, whereas if I lose the token, I can still win, right? Like, it doesn't. That was too proactive for me. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, the Mystical Disputes make sense because it's just sideboard, whatever. It looks like they're running every single Triome, probably 4 or 3 copies of each, and just not thinking about it. Just turn the brain off, play all the Triomes, some Fabled Passages for maybe one of each basic land or something. All 3 games they had a Paradise Druid on 2. Or a Paradise Druid when they had 2 unavailable mana. Sometimes the second land was tapped, so they had to wait to turn 3 to play it, but they've had it every game. And it's nice that we beat that. The only game we lost was one where they had a beatdown plan and we didn't have lands for a sweeper, which is kind of interesting. They didn't really respect counterspells at all, but I guess that does sort of make sense. I don't see them winning a super long game, and they probably agree. Seems they only had 1 copy of K Command. Oh, no, they had 2. I like my opponent's deck. Niv Mizzet's a cool strategy. I like that. It's a bit rough, though. It's a bit rough, as we saw there. Even though we're going back and forth, a lot of the things they're doing are still kind of 1-for-1s. So, excuse me. The 5-color payoff is a little weak when your 5-color cards are 1-for-1s, except Iteration. I guess it could technically be like, draw a card and play a card or something. Like, this is a 1-for-1. 1-for-1, 1-for-1. Sometimes a 2-for-1, but most often will probably be like a 1.5-for-1 because I might just discard a land that isn't useful, or they could just pick up a Niv Mizzet. Then it would be a good 2-for-1, right? Omnath was all right. It only draws the card immediately, and then the mana and the damage doesn't really matter too much as long as I don't die out of nowhere, and they don't seem super damage based. How many copies of Kenrith did they have? I think we only saw 1? Oh, Bread Riot with the resub. 9 months. I'd say welcome back, but you never left. If anything, I actually left for a week. It looks like they actually sided out Kenrith, which I don't know if I agree with. His out-of-nowhere haste could really kill me there, but alright, we'll take it. So Yorion was the first deck we won a game of Explorer with. That's pretty cool. Or best of 3. I'll take it. Feeling good about it. Alright. Our main deck, we didn't have a lot for the sideboard, and if they were playing with their graveyard a bit more, we could have maybe brought in Rest in Peace, but they didn't have like Kroxa. Which is quite surprising. No Kroxa. I think that would have made sense. Like, if you're... Especially with all the cycling lands, with the Triomes and the Fabled Passages, and, your Mana Dork dying, or just playing out your 2-mana spells, like, and your Surveil with Thought Eraser. Like, there's a lot of things they could have done with their graveyard, and they just didn't have any. Certainly could have played Kroxa in their deck to utilize their graveyard. It's another avenue of attack. In fact, it could have straight up killed me. Could have just full stop lost to it if I didn't have like an ideal farewell cast at some point to exile it, right? So Kroxa would have made their deck a lot better. In fact, I think I like it more than K Command, honestly. Just as your black-red target for Niv Mizzet to find, I think K Command is a little bit weaker. Maybe they're different enough that they're hard to compare. Sweeper, Shark, Narset. Alright, we'll keep this. I'm going to keep it just because of Growth Spiral. I think Growth Spiral is like my favorite card of all time. I don't know. I love this card so much. It's like I get to. It's just, it just feels good. Like you can play like a control deck and have a pseudo ramp spell in your deck too at the same time. I think that's cool. I'm not gonna play Haven because this ramps me all the same, except I get to leave up my mana to posture and play at my opponent's end step. Don't really care if this gets countered. It's snap resolved. Good news. Okay, let's do... And then I'm gonna Haven again, I think? No, we're gonna probably play this. Looking for lands might be... Or just looking on the top is a little bit better than just playing this, in my opinion. Maybe. Just getting this under a blue-red counter wall seems good as well. Our disadvantage is getting to our resources, not necessarily a resource battle. I think we win resource battles usually, so it's a matter of just having access to them in time, as tempo cannot be created nor destroyed. Okay, Ledger Shredder, interesting. Aspiring Spike, the card. I think we just Windmill Slam one. Oh, we can't, can we? Two of these in a row seems good. I think leaving up a Shark Typhoon is also really good. They can only make this a 2/4 this turn. A burn spell would be kind of annoying, but it is what it is. I'm not really going to respect anything. I don't think that's what Shark Typhoon is good at, so we're not going to do that. Obviously, any burn spell is not good here. And they are a blue-red deck, so there's a good chance they have a boatload. I'm, again, not really going to respect anything at all. Lightning Axe, pitching a land. Wow. Not Arclight Phoenix. Okay, Crackling Drake's pretty good. But they are tapped out now. I think I want more lands, so we're gonna do that. Let's play this, let's do this. Exile creatures and graveyards. I am gonna exile my own graveyard this way, unfortunately, for the search, but I need to just stop certain things from happening that I presume may or may not happen. So let's just do that. And also, flipping this isn't that big of a deal. There's an argument to not flipping this till I have like a crap load of mana, which I currently do not. Hopefully there's not another Drake. Looks like there is. Of course there is. Okay, why wouldn't there be? It doesn't one-shot me, and they're tapped out. Shark Typhoon may very well stay in play for all eternity. And then this doesn't have trample, so it's not going to one-shot me. We milled the search and had a search. That's funny. The one true downside to search is multiple copies of it. Until the first one, I guess, flips. It is an Arclight Phoenix deck. Okay, so we have to really put this Shark Typhoon into overdrive till I find another Farewell or a way to not die to the board. Memory Deluge is good at both of those. So we're going to play Narset, make a 3/3. We'll have Memory Deluge later. Look for who knows what. Look for whatever Narset gives us. Not really looking for anything. It now dies to a full attack, but don't really care that much. Fortunately, our opponent gets to see this, which is not good. But if they don't counter it... No, I'm not going to cast it because I'd rather leave up Memory Deluge. If they counter this, it's annoying. Sort of, but we'd still get a 4/4 that doesn't die. But we get a 4/4 either way, and I want to look for cards. Another Lightning Axe getting rid of a land. That land would have killed us, so that's interesting. Maybe it was wrong to not cast it? We'll see. It's looking kind of sketchy right now, but I don't have a choice but to do this. I don't have anything else to do. If they have yet another Lightning Axe, congratulations. Really? Oh, come on. Alright, well, I guess I should have cast a sweeper. Who knows? I think the same scenario would have happened. They had double bounce spell anyways. I don't know. Of course. Of course, of course, of course. Do we like Rest in Peace? It's kind of weird to just bring in one. Maybe we can drop the Havens. Maybe Haven just shouldn't be in this deck. Maybe like the non-Yorion version, but this version maybe you just don't want it. If I'm bringing in Haven, do I even like Search anymore? Maybe not. Dovin's Veto seems somewhat decent. I guess I also like that card. Have 2 left. Of these, I think I'll just add 2 Searches. They still scry every turn, or Surveil, whatever. Yeah, I don't think I had to lose that game. I think I probably should have cast a Sweeper, honestly. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, I do know what I was thinking, and it probably wasn't correct. Well, it's either consider or opt. I need lands. Rest in Peace can wait. Ledger Shredder? Nope. Need lands. Of course. Portable Hull's good for this card. That's certainly true. Okay, well, I gotta have. I'm just gonna do this now. Otherwise, I'm in doo-doo. Good old Wandering Emperor. Wow. They just did not put this to their hand. Interesting. That's one whole threat that just will not exist this game. Very interesting. Looks like there's not a second threat at all, so I can just Wandering this on my own turn again. That's really nice. Opponent also did not get... oh, no, I guess they did. They had a land. So I'm going to say they actually didn't get a lot of value from double iteration, but they did. It does mean they tap out right now, because there's no, whatever you call it. Hall of the Storm Giants is going to be incredibly annoying, in my opinion. Probably, as this game develops. We'll see. Have to do this now, because they probably have 48 counterspells. Okay. I wonder what's important here. Probably casting one of these. I don't know if Yorion's going to resolve with, like, mystical disputes all over the place. So I think we just leave up Memory Deluge and represent counterspells and stuff. We'll see what happens. I wonder if I trade Phoenix with a Shark. Maybe that makes more sense. So I can draw a card. This is uncounterable. It forces out an answer. If they care about this, they could just let this happen and be totally happy about it, right? It's a steep cost to Lightning Axis just to keep a Phoenix around when you're, you know, the card likes to come out of the graveyard, so it's weird to defend this. And they actually do that. They actually do that. They could have used these cards to get it back, too, and they chose to just use them now. It's kind of weird. Didn't draw a land. Okay, well, again, Mystical Dispute's annoying, but our answers to the board are, in fact, not blue anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. 9, 10, 11, 12. This doesn't stop it because this cares about all your spells, even if I exile them. So this does not get turned off by Rest in Peace, which is incredibly annoying. Alright, we can just concede to Mystical Dispute, because whatever. Whatever. Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Go to 1. Am I dead? Okay. Yep. A little bit of an early good game there. If I had Dovin's Veto, I don't really think this game is over. Yeah, well, yes it is, right? Because any land kills us with a stupid haul. Cool. Alright, so I kind of punted game 1 by not casting a sweeper. And then in game 2, I just totally ran out of resources, I guess. Which is annoying. I'm going to look into editing the mana base. Oh, what is this? Cosmos Elixir. I wonder if we want Cosmos Elixir. No, it's another card that's on 4. I don't think we're looking for that. Yeah, I don't think we're looking for that. You could say Fateful Absence is decent, and same with March of the Multitude, which I actually just don't own any. I don't not March of the Multitude. Otherworldly Light. I don't own any of this. I think this card is probably really, really good in this format. I can craft 1 now. I would like to get all 4 eventually. I think I'll just craft 1, drop a Haven, do that. Same with Fateful Absence. This card seems incredibly good too. Almost necessary just to deal with Planeswalkers, which I'm a little bit weak to. So that's also on my radar. It seems quite effective. Honestly, we might just drop Haven altogether. I don't like it as a late top deck, and I don't think it's worth it to play that. It does mean the only green card in here is now Growth Spiral, so if I don't find another green card that I like, I probably could just drop this card and go full blue-white at this point. Because it's really not worth messing up the mana base for just this one card that seems really stupid. Veil of Summer is banned, so can't have that one. Toski is not a bad idea. Same with Kama. We are blue-green. Kama could come in on like the sideboard or as a one-of in the main deck. There is the Bant Vindicate looking thing. Cultivate's not terrible. I'm not entirely opposed to Cultivate. Another proactive card would be nice, though. And I really don't want to drop green. I don't even remember how I got 4 collected companies. Tamiyo was actually in here for a second. It was in here. That was on my radar. You don't have Uro, but you do have Memory Deluge, which if you mill it over, just gives you access to Memory Deluge from the graveyard for 7. So it's not like milling yourself is bad. You're also, 80 cards. You're not going to actually deck out. But it is something that recurs resources. So it was, in fact, in here for like a split second. But I took it out for, oh, God knows what at this point. Who knows? Took it out for something, though. I'm not opposed to putting it back in, because most likely the card I add is probably not going to be mono green. It doesn't look like it. I'm not really impressed with most of these cards in this format in green. Green also doesn't seem all that popular as like a color in this format. Yeah, let's look at, I mean, shoot, even colorless cards. There's no colorless cards in the main or sideboard. I haven't really looked at a lot of them. I like Mazemind's Tome. That's actually a decent one, but again, if we're adding that, then it's not a green card, and then at that point I'm not running green, so... Yeah, you can blink it. You can blink it with Yorion. I haven't really got to utilize Yorion, but... There's also this card. I do like this card. You can copy anything, right? Like, you can copy your opponent's Tibalt. And then if blue-red is cast, if it's a creature, it gets a free fight. Oh, well, I don't have the red. Right, I don't have the red. So, this just... It's like a pseudo-steal. Like, you can steal your opponent's permanent. Especially if your copy is like a planeswalker that can deal with theirs. This card is just insane. Like, imagine copying Nicol Bolas from the opponent, killing theirs, and you just 4 mana stole theirs. I do really like this card, and I've always wanted to put it somewhere. I just never found a spot for it. Narset's Reversal is a weird one. I haven't really found a matchup where I feel like this is a good card, honestly. Might even just replace these. At the very least, it just makes a random wonky ass blocker, right? We could do one and add comma. Could do that as well. Add comma to the sideboard, that is. Not opposed to that. It is a difficult and annoying card to deal with. Yeah, let's drop one Mythos, add a comma. So yeah, Tamiyo could probably come in. I do like this card too, but we're never getting triple green probably. It sucks that Uro was banned. Well, sucks for me at least. I do like Tamiyo, though. There's this one, too. I'm not opposed to this Tamiyo. Not opposed to this one at all. Usually does... I mean, on 4, right? You can play it on 4. It doesn't have to be on 5. It also recurs things. Maybe replace Jace with a Tamiyo? Because at the very least, you can play this on 4. And Jace can't do that. Her plus isn't great, but the exiling something out of my graveyard and getting another copy is similar to the 4-minute version. We could drop Agent. No, I think one Agent is reasonable still. I almost want another Sweeper, to be honest with you. Root Snare? Yeah, I had Root Snares in like all the fogs in the other Teferi, like the non-Yorion version, which was nice. In a Yorion list, I don't like all the... yeah, I kind of want to try a Tamiyo, actually. I don't like all the Root Snares and Fogs when you're 80 cards, because it's less consistent for no upside. You just shouldn't do it. Oh. Yeah, I think we can drop Jace. Although I like Jace, though. Maybe down one of these Tamiyos, because there's a good chance... Like, the plus on this Tamiyo isn't great. And the minus is decent. And if all I'm doing is minusing this for 4 mana, and then having to plus it over and over... I'm actually not big on it really at all when I put it that way, but the fact that you brought up Root Snare makes me want to go back and edit this one. If this deck is going to work, it probably would look like this. And I think this is possible. You can do Root Snare, you can do Haze, and then one of the other ones, I think it's Pause. Yeah, I think it's Pause for Reflection. You can't do this one because it doesn't stop Teferi from taking combat damage. So you add that. You don't care about the board anymore, so you can probably drop Sweepers because you just have the Fogs, and if the Fogs aren't doing it for you, you lose. So you can drop the Sweepers. Agent, and then like how many lands are in here? 27. You can probably drop a land as well, like a Pathway or something like that, and then it would look like this. But the problem with doing this in best of 3 is it's very difficult to win games 2 and 3. Even if you very easily win game 1 by just fogging every turn and playing Teferi or Jace and then ultimating and then winning. You're not like post sideboard, your opponent's like, oh, I'll just bring in all this removal spells and stuff, and then you just lose because you don't have counter spells really to stop that. And it's hard to gauge if your opponent's taking out a bunch of creatures to put in a bunch of removal spells, so then you might be able to take out a bunch of fogs to bring in a bunch of counter spells, or like Shark Typhoon as an alternate wing condition. Actually, you know what? Shark Typhoon makes this not as bad as I thought. You could even get more ridiculous and do the 9 lives thing as well. Post sideboard, your opponent drops a bunch of weird stuff, and then they bring in all these like weird cards because of what's going on, and then you just surprise them with the 9 lives thing. Yeah, I'm sure there is something here, Bant-wise. I'm sure there's something here. Let's play a best of one. Let's just play a random best of one game with like Bant Fog. Let's see what happens. Am I on the right one? Yeah. I'm actually kind of curious. Kind of curious how this plays out. Bant Fog Root Snare nonsense. I was thinking about this. I tried it for a little bit, but it didn't feel great. It did not feel great. It's crazy how many formats you can queue into in this game. Like, you have all the best of ones and the best of threes, and you have, like, Historic Brawl, Regular Brawl, Alchemy, Historic, Standard, Explorer. There's a lot of formats. Like, so many people spread out across so many different formats. It's not too surprising that the queue time is not instant. Although it is kind of surprising that Historic Brawl is actually one of the faster queues in the game. Well, though, honestly, it's probably just specifically Explorer doesn't seem too popular, right? Looking up lists and stuff, it just doesn't seem super popular. Which doesn't surprise me, right? People would probably at that point just play Historic, where you just have more cards. Alright, this is probably a horrible matchup, but it could also be a really good one if they don't have a bunch of counter spells. But the problem with this matchup is Teferi's ultimate might not actually be good enough. But we'll see. I really wish I had a green source. Oh, hey. That's cool. We like that. So far it's Jeskai. Okay, interesting. Let's do this. This is best of one. There's no sideboard in this Yorion deck, so that probably means 15 artifacts with Karn the Great Creator. Or 7 artifacts, Karn the Great Creator. What? Oh, right, I did in fact have a 2-mana card. Gotcha. I was about to say that didn't make a lot of sense to me, but alright. That's pretty nice, huh? This is not the matchup we wanted here for this Turbo Fog strategy, unfortunately. I'm surprised they did that, actually. It's very weird. I don't know what they're scared of. Fires, yep. Alright, well, they put a threat into play immediately, which means now I kind of need fogs to go with my Teferis. Can obviously Wandering Emperor this. What does this do when it attacks? Make a treasure? Can't really stop that. They had another Omen. Wow. I'm going to exile. I'm not going to make it 2-2. What are we doing here? They had all 4 Omen of the Seas. Okay. All 4 copies. That's funny. Which means your Yorion is absolutely insane. In fact, they can cast Yorion right now. Put it to hand, then cast it for free, because Fires is a stupid card. It's weird that they banned Wilderness Reclamation, but they didn't ban Fires of Invention. That is incredibly strange to me. I don't understand. These are like kind of the same thing, right? Like you cast things for free randomly, and now you don't. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. All right, we're gonna scoop. I don't think we're coming out of this with a Teferi Turbo Fog win, and I'm probably gonna waste my time. What? Jeskai Yorion is kind of cool. No, I like Yorion Fires. What my opponent just did seemed cool. I didn't see any. I didn't see an army of creatures. It seemed like a legitimate control deck. You know, I just don't like Fires of Invention as a card. Honestly, I think eventually it will probably just get banned. It really would not surprise me. It just seems really weird. Wilderness Reclamation was a problem, but not Fires? Fires does something immediately too. Like your opponent just can't do anything about it. Like you play Fires and you can immediately cast a spell. It's just really weird. It doesn't make sense to me that that's not banned. Nexus of Fate is banned, right? The card that's like the problem with Wilderness Reclamation, but Reclamation itself is not. I don't understand. I don't get it. But I am just a boomer, I guess. What is this? What? Mono green? Was it elves? I don't think you can play elves in Explorer. This is not historic. Okay, some generic aggro, I guess. Yep, generic aggro, okay. They have a lot of burn spells that could be a problem, because this doesn't stop, these cards don't stop that from being a thing. No Growth Spiral or Wolf Willow is very noticeable. In fact, they might be just too important for this strategy to work. They didn't have a turn 2 play. This is haste. Okay, that's weird. That also has haste. Alright, well, I mean, sure. Play the Wandering Emperor, make a... We could gain 2 life with the Emperor, but then it doesn't do much after that, which is not great. But maybe just gaining 2 life is in fact important. People don't know how to respect anything. Like, do people respect the Wandering Emperor, or do they respect Settler Wreckage now? It's actually kind of funny. It's actually really funny. I'm just going to gain life. I don't really care if this dies. I'm just going to gain life. This might be the Fog matchup, but again, if they have burn spells, then it is in fact not the Fog matchup. We have 3 Fogs. What does this do? Enters the battlefield, ping. Yep, alright, there goes our thing. Well, this would have been good literally any other turn except this one, but I guess that's just when I play Magic, right? I don't get the ideal openers. It's not fair. I should just do this pre-combat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not dead on board, but if they have another one of these, we do die. This is only combat damage, so it doesn't stop this. I basically can't go to that low, or I am dead. The fact that they're literally thinking is weird. They have lethal in play with this with 2 more red sources, so that's kind of strange. I feel like it's a no-brain go-face attack here. I mean, it's literally lethal. Alright. It is now not lethal. So they don't have anything else. Plus, have our cake and eat it too. Another fog is nice. Let's go here, here, there. I could play the other one of this just to get it out of hand. fuel the other one faster. I think that makes sense. It's not like I need the mana. What? What are you doing? What? Just go face. What are you doing? Stop. Opponent, please. What if I didn't have a fog and I just took 2? Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Make it make sense. Okay. Oh yeah, Questing Beast. Oh yeah, this strategy sucks, doesn't it? Questing Beast is like, lol. It just kills me, actually. You're right. Questing Beast just straight kills me. Same with Stomp. Stomp also says prevent damage. Stomp would also kill me. Yeah, this matchup, this strategy seems actually bad. Like, yeah, this actually seems really bad. That's better than the average card, I think, so I'm going to keep it. Opponent is now slow rolling, somehow. They have a spell, and they can't figure out how to cast it, I guess. Another Wolf Willow seems alright. I could just make a 2/2. 5 mana. No, that seems dumb. Let's just do this. And I could cast this now. Does that change anything? No, I mean, again, I'm not really utilizing the extra mana I'm getting by untapping more mana or something like that. So I can use this as instant speed. If I play it in their turn. Probably just make a 2/2, because then I can make another 2/2 and potentially kill 2 things. Although, you could argue I'm not killing anything anyways, because I'm just not taking damage. Who knows? We'll see. Yeah, we're going to play this. Probably just make it 2/2. Right, when it attacks, opponent creatures... Alright, so now I can't block with the 2/2. Attacks, target creature, opponent controls... Yeah, I can't block, so... I can make 2 2/2s, and at least one of them can block, which is nice, I guess. Let's not cycle this, it seems dumb. Let's get rid of you. I need another fog effect. No, I guess I don't, because I have the ultimate with the last one, but this does not answer the board, unfortunately. Yeah, let's do this. Let's play land. I can swing, it's kind of free. They're probably not going to block. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh, no, they do block. Okay, so now we can block with the second one here. I'm going to leave the... Alright, let's actually now make a 2/2. I think that makes sense. Can leave this in hand so I can cycle it later to get a Teferi trigger. I'm not dead on board either now, because I have 2 blockers. This is only... This puts me to 3? Is that a problem? Do we have to do something about this? I think we do. I don't think going to 3 is a good idea. Oh, what's this? Ooh! Ooh, opponent. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Yikes. I can go away, flip Escanta, transform. Did the thing. Put a counter on you. Swing. Alright, so I'm probably just going to cycle their red source now, so I don't... Oh, that was such a stupid draw. Wow. Wow, that was horrible for my opponent. I'm so sorry. Let's just eat that. It doesn't really matter. Untap you and you. Yeah, that was dirty. I even have another Wandering Emperor now in combat. Opponent has no red mana. Okay. Doesn't give vigilance, so I can... Well, I mean, I can just block whatever they put it on. Yep. Easy. See? Easy. Easy. Bant Turbo Fog. Easy. I had exactly the amount of fogs I needed. I didn't even really need the second Teferi, but that was probably one of the best draws, if not the best draw on the deck. But yeah, if they had Questing Beast or Bonecrusher Giant, we would have just lost. and they were in both of those colors. So, not really a reliable strategy, unfortunately. I think Questing Beast is in the game, right? Is it in the format? Yes, it is in the format. And I know Stomp is, so. Enough of that, though. It actually gets around 9 lives, too. Those very 2 cards get around it. Uh-oh. We don't have a lot to do on... no, screw that. Screw that. Playing this. This on the play would have been way better. Because then I can do this into this, and now I can't. Alright, well, I guess I wasn't doing it no matter what. I wonder if they take Teferi. Do you take Teferi? No, it's the only card they... Yep. You think you've seen the sun, but you ain't seen it shine. I'm going to keep the board clear, and I think this is a good idea, so I will do it. Found a land, that's also good. It means I can Memory Deluge. Things are coming up bigly. Don't Chandra me? Oh, yeah, whatever. I hate this card so much. Alright. I don't have Faithful Absence or March of the Multitude or whatever, or March of the Otherworldly, whatever, I can't, the name of it. Otherworldly Light. March of the blah, 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 blah. Let's do this and pass. Now I have to deal with Chandra and I have to deal with it fast. Oh, this card is so frustrating. What is all this floopy flop here? What is that? What's going on? Did I bug out a card or something? I don't know. It's got a bunch of weird stuff going on. Ultimate's at 7? Yeah. I would not be surprised if black-red is the best thing to do in the game. I think. I would not be surprised. Alright, I would like a land. Search for Escanto seems decent as well. Just getting Shark Typhoon in play means I'm in a very good spot to deny Chandra from outright just killing me. Could also just not be fast enough. Goes to 7, then I don't make anything. Yeah, I think I'm dead to the Shark. I'm dead to Chandra if I develop Shark Typhoon here. Actually, just straight dead, so. I need the Shark to hit that card. And if it doesn't, we lose. I could make a 2/2 Shark, so I can keep a counterspell up. There goes the Deluge. I don't think that was terribly relevant. Might just have to make a 2/2 Shark here, so I don't die to some stupid card. Alright, looks like that is not the case. We do in fact get to make a massive Shark here. Well, big enough to not die immediately. Is Fatal Push in this format? I don't think it is. Yes, it is. Is it? No, it's not. Is it? I don't think so. Come on. Of course it is. My bad. Whatever. Stupid. It's just such a stupid card. Chandra's just so frustrating. It's such a frustrating card. I need Faithful Absence. I just need copies of that card, and I don't have them. If I had it there, we wouldn't be literally dead. No, I don't think I like anything, actually. I don't think I like anything at all. I could bring in the 7 drops, but they're 7 drops, so that's just not a good idea. So, opponent's probably going to bring in 4 Thoughtseize, 4 Duress, 4 Skull Raid, or whatever the other one is. and just have endless removal with like Bedevil or something. No, Bedevil doesn't seem like a good sideboard card. It's probably what's that card? Angrass Rampage, maybe? Well, they have a sideboarding strategy, apparently. Good old Chandra. Well, Fatal Push, I guess. Oh, look, it's a turn 1 discard spell. Wow. The last black-red opponent did the same thing with the turn 1 Duress. Because, of course, they did. Took our card to catch back up, kind of. No red mana, that's a positive, I guess. Well, this lets me cheat in a land, then I can play this. Yeah, I can play both these cards. I actually like that a lot. Let's play you, pass, then I can go boom boom. They didn't have red mana. They just don't have red mana. That's insane. Okay, Go Blank seems like a not great sideboard card. I don't understand. Okay, I don't want that. Get rid of the lands, maybe? And then keep the Narset in the sweeper? Don't really care about my graveyard. I could have picked up Yorion. That's not a bad idea either. Memory Deluge is alright, because it's kind of discard proof, and I already have a Shark Typhoon, and I can't really cast it. It's a lot of mana. I can actually cast this, so... Obviously, and if Narset sticks around, I get to Yorion that as well. Okay. Well, I kind of want to keep the Memory Deluge, so I'll keep that. I'm going to keep the land in hand if Narset whiffs. Nope. Alright, it didn't whiff. We'll just play this and pass for the third Go Blank if they have that. This seems like a terrible keep. Like a really bad one. Like, yeah, you're upsetting my hand, but I'm still developing lands and stuff, and you're not putting any pressure on me. Yep. So, like I said they were going to do, they're going to play 40 quadrillion discard spells and do nothing else. Because that's how, like, the black-red decks always sideboard, is doing stupid stuff like this. Oh, not stupid, but just, you know, nonsense. Alright, but fortunately discard spells are not counter spells, so we can just pull ahead slowly as the game develops. Okay, well, I gotta let that resolve first, otherwise it takes my Memory Deluge. Teferi and Wandering Emperor, that's really good. So when this attacks, they exile something, so I'm gonna lose the Deluge there. This is a good draw. I think I leave up the Wandering Emperor, but if they have another discard spell, it's just horrendous. So we'll just play this and plus it. Tuh! Do we do that now? Oh, God. Oh, no. Do we do this? What are we doing? No, we have to get rid of our entire hand to do that. That seems really stupid. That seems really bad. I don't want to do that. Because I have to discard a spell, discard a card for ward and to this actual card. This just doesn't seem like a good idea. Oh, they're swinging at Teferi, which means there's a good chance it doesn't straight die. I'll let it take the damage. I am not dumping my hand to defend this. That just seems so stupid to do that. Opponent has exiled 8 cards from my graveyard. Interesting. That is the Dark Confidant Soren, right? Yeah. Okay, they have 6 mana Chandra that I don't really have an answer to. One of these might be fine. We already have a Farewell, though. I'm going to just not keep it. I don't want that. Okay, I'm going to exile this now, getting rid of probably... who knows what? I don't know. March, because March doesn't seem great. It doesn't deal with Planeswalkers. Chandra is going to be a colossal problem for me. Like a huge problem. I don't know what I'm going to do about it. They did take 6, but I don't deal damage to them, so that doesn't really matter. That can make 2 1/1 hastes. It's also their second red source for the Chandra, because of course it is. Yep, it's like literally all 15 cards in my opponent's sideboard are tailored for a control matchup, which is completely ridiculous. But again, that's why I think black-red is probably the strongest color combination in this format, at least on the surface, in my opinion. But we'll see. These are both very good. Can only cast 1, though. I guess I want Teferi, right? That isn't the name of the game, so I guess I will just take it. Nope, not doing that. Not going to just waste this to make a 2/2. I'm just going to plus it. I could tuck this Chandra. I don't think that's a very good idea, though, honestly. I don't think so. They can't use that Chandra to kill anything else that's, like, terribly relevant, so... that's nice. Farewell doesn't deal with... this doesn't hit Planeswalkers. As much as I'd like it to. Our weakness is Planeswalkers. I need Fateful Absences. I need to craft those. This is my next thing on the radar there. Certainly give us a huge advantage in something like imagine I could just absence this. It would be such a good spot. It'd be an incredibly good spot, actually. Okay, I don't know what they could possibly be thinking about, but that's probably not good news. I guess we stumped the black-red player? I really don't know what's so hard right now. Either you kill, like, the Emperor, or you just take it up until I die. I don't see what's so difficult. But I don't know their hand. They didn't even plus Soren, they just made a 2/3. I don't know what that's about. What did they do here? Poke that, make me discard? Alright, I'm just going to counter that. Don't want them to trade. Maybe it was worth it. Let them trade with Teferi with the Chandra, right? They just -3 it. This is wrong. Shouldn't be doing this. You should absolutely just be ticking up. I don't see why they're not just ticking up. Doesn't make any sense to me. But we'll take it. Another Memory Deluge. I think I would like to actually put that to my hand. So I will. So we're going to exile artifacts and enchantments. No, artifacts and creatures. I'm not going to hit my own graveyard because I have Search for Azcanta. That and that. This is not a tapped land. Might hold on to it. But we do have this, which could cost 7. So I might want to actually just play this. Cycling's probably not a big deal. Opponent replaces a mountain from hand. Let's just play this here. Pass, do that, do this. Can scry Omen of the Sea now, which guarantees the Azcanta flip. They also have manlands, like Den of the Bugbear, if they ever decide to fire it up, is not good for us. We don't have a Shark Typhoon. I think one's on the bottom? No, one is not on the bottom of the deck. So there's just 3. There's 3 in the deck somewhere, scattered about. I have not shuffled, though. That's something to take note of. There's not really any shuffle effects on my deck, I don't think. Could be wrong, though. Oh, boy. I mean, the Chandra has nowhere to go but up, so they haven't even done that yet. I don't know what's going on. Okay, they're interested in putting resources in play, which is kind of strange to me, instead of just drawing cards, which is what I would do. But Den of the Bugbear is going to hit Teferi, and I can't stop it. Oh, I guess they could fire up Hive as well. It doesn't really matter which one. Okay, I think you should probably fire up the other one because it's 1 additional damage. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Exiling anything on my graveyard is kind of weird. Probably just so I don't flip Azcanta, but I can guarantee it with this Omen of the Sea. So that's very strange. I would absolutely hit Teferi for 4 instead of 3. Don't agree with this. But I'm not them. I don't know what their hand is, obviously. Wandering Emperor would be nice. It does mean I'm not milling it. I could put this on top and then mill it, so Azcanta flips, and then just keep this. That's fine, right? I think we like that. It also means Teferi could very likely flip here. Oh, they had another card that exiles. Okay, well, I guess I'm not flipping Azcanta. Oh, Teferi has nowhere to go but up. Start there. Okay, so Memory Deluge to look for a sweeper, and there's 2 on the bottom, which is just bad. I already have a land. Let's take these 2. Play this. Alright, so saw it coming. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 mana after. Yeah, we're going to do that and pass. So I can cast the Wandering Emperor, but it doesn't stop Teferi from dying if they go all in on doing that. I feel like I would have just been dead if they plussed this Sorin and dealt 13 to me. I think that would have made more sense. If they just -7'd it and just did that. Could have just straight up killed Teferi too. I don't know why they're not. They're doing weird stuff with this Sorin. Guess I'm not upset about it, but it still is kind of funky. Alright, I'm going to play this now so they can't take it. Jace probably wasn't doing much anyways. I can still use this in combat because I played it in their turn. Okay, it's not rocket science, opponent. Just fire up a manline and swing, please. It's really not hard. In fact, you can actually just kill it with Chandra before I can even use it, so. What are we doing here? I don't know what there's to think about. Again, not firing up the den. This exiles 2 cards, because they have 2 things that do that. Opponent has successfully exiled a crap load of our cards. Kind of funny. Okay. They don't want that card to be alive. I guess I'm going to eat the Manland with the Wandering Emperor? I guess. I don't know. Not terribly effective, but I don't want to lose the Growth Spiral to have to get around Ward. We do get to flip Iskanta now, though. Maybe. Shark Typhoon, okay. Do we transform? I think so, so we can dig for tools to come back with a Shark Typhoon. We'll see, though. I don't really have anything great going on. I do have the ability to make 2 2/2s if they cast a spell worth countering. I'm sure they will. It doesn't get around these 2/3s, which means it's not great. Could have done this at sorcery speed even to help remedy that. I could and probably will just activate Iskanta though, and maybe find a board wipe, something like that. Okay, do they cast Duress? Is that even... Do you cast Duress here? I just cast the Growth Spiral. Oh, I guess you do. Okay. Alright, don't put a crazy card to hand, please. Alright, that's... Is that fine, or do I just counter that? I could just counter that, because now this gives me a 3/3 later, and I also get to actually cast my Saw It Coming. Oh, my Saw It Coming gives me a 3/3, because the card actually costs 3, right? It's the Foretell. My bad. Okay. Still have a pretty good attack, though, for the opponent. They still have good things to do here. It's not the end of the world. Do they have an answer to a Resolved Shark Typhoon? I wonder. They also... Oh, maybe they don't have a good attack now, because I actually did make a 3/3. But there's a chance they have a ton of removal that was just totally dead up until this point. But they could have also sided out a bunch of removal, right? Like I mean, this is what they sideboarded, right? They drew their entire sideboard. K-Command is not looking good right now either, so... Might not have a removal spell, or just not a lot. Fatal Push was good the first game, though, and still, again, might not be in their deck, though. I'm very surprised how much my opponent has to, like, put mental effort into this. Especially if this card is not good in this spot, it seems very straightforward to just either swing or... Well, I don't know. How obvious is the attack? How obvious is it? Maybe it's not incredibly obvious. I don't know. I can see an argument for it being one or the other. Well, you did fire this up, so you probably have to swing with it. I'm going to trade with the Trespasser, because if it flips, it's kind of annoying to deal with, and that's no bueno. Exile my graveyard's not really relevant. They've exiled so many cards. They've actually exiled over 1/4 of my deck. That's crazy. Oh. So I can poke Chandra. The race has begun. I do need to find something, and I guess I'll do this now, because there's a lot of things I can get at sorcery speed. Another Narset's alright. So I'll just cast that. Can still leave up this, make a 3/3 again. The problem is, again, Chandra is probably going to just make everything I'm trying to do completely pointless. 1, 2, 3. I can play Tamiyo for 4. Maybe that's good. Tap down this stupid 2/3. Do that. Harass Chandra. They are almost dead on board, too. This does mean I don't get to cast my counterspell, but if the card in their hand wasn't good, that means I'm only trying to fade, like, 1 top deck. Or I guess 2 with the Sorin, right? So this is reasonable. But it's also reasonable to just make a 2/3. They don't have a good attack anymore, unless, again, they draw something that's good. I can use Tamiyo to pick up... there's not really much to pick up. Non-land permanent, I can pick up the Shoot, Omen of the Sea. Sea Ordain. Something like that. I do actually have lethal in the air. They do have to do something. The Chandra puts me to an effective 9, which is not enough to obviously kill me. Alright, so there's a 3 damage spell in hand. Oh, another Chandra? They have multiple copies. So, yeah, that just sweeps the board. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Make another 2/3. And it was a land. Alright. So I'm going to tap this. This kid's playing outside. I'm sorry if you can hear that. Don't worry, they're not mine. Let's tap that. Let's see what's under Narset. Teferi is incredibly good right now. I think I'm going to minus on their Chandra. I think that's just a better idea, so I'm going to just do that. Get this stupid card out of the way. Play this on blue. Pass the turn. They still have a Menace Manland, but we have a 2-turn clock in the air. Yikes. Wait, is that yikes? Is that bad? 1, 2, 3, 4. They can mill and then pick up Chandra and cast it. They can, in fact, do that right now. It means I'm not getting attacked with a Manland, though. So mill, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they can do that. Let's see if they do. It kind of makes sense to do that. I think I would do that here, if I were them. Okay, yep, pick up a Chandra, recast it. I will just absorb it to make a 3/3 and put almost lethal in the air. Right? I think that's a good idea. Just do this, gain 3 life, offset the Chandra things, and can still activate Escanta. Oh, I didn't activate Escanta. Whoops. I paused in combat. I drew a blank. That's my bad. Alright. So plus well, I guess I'm doing it now. Yeah, that was obviously a huge mistake. My bad. Whoops. Alright, so I think it's important to just kill them, right? So I'll just try to actually do that. Let's play you. Make another shark. I can pick up a counter spell, and I think that makes the most sense. Also gains me life. Play you. Tap down this token again. And untap some lands. Wow. Crazy game, but it looks like we might have just won. Honestly, I think it's because my opponent played Chandra like a... They made horrendous decisions with their Chandra for no reason, and I don't know why. Seems really weird to me. They know about the absorb, so they have to have multiple things to deal with what's going on. We are not dead to the board, right? Oh my god. Here we go. Yep. They fire up the other one. I block there. I take 4. 5, 6, 7, 8 from the Chandra plus. Yeah, take 8. Unless they already plus, then I just take 7. We're not dead. But my opponent is going to go through the motions to just simply die. Oh, we go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. We go to 3. We go to 3. Okay. Still not... Wait a minute. We are dead. Are we actually dead? No way. We are dead, aren't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that actually is lethal, huh? That's 7 attacking. We take 3 from Chandra pings. So I need to, like, Escanta now and bind... Oh, thank God. I found something. Oh, God. Okay, we were actually almost just straight dead there. That's crazy. I don't need a second counterspell. Wow. We almost actually legitimately died. That is actually wild. But we pulled ahead. That was a crazy, crazy game. I'm not going to lie. Our opponent played all the disruption early and then just didn't do anything to capitalize on it. So they like burned all the discard spells and nonsense to just have that outcome. If the game is able to go that long, I do like Hullbreacher and Kama like a lot. Honestly, Tamiyo doesn't feel all that exciting. The 5-mana one does. This one actually just doesn't. It's not vibing with me right now. We could run that too. Yeah, we could actually run all of these. Drop Tamiyo altogether. And then, because I can steal like a good Planeswalker from my opponent. Can't Dovin's Veto or counter the Chandra, which is, you know, a problem kind of. So that's unfortunate. Is Portable Hole even good? It's not terrible, but it's not like the greatest thing we can do. Let's just do that. Alright, game 3. That was a crazy, crazy game too. So, they literally drew their entire sideboard too. It's crazy. What if I move this? I don't know if anyone can hear the kids outside. They're having like a birthday party or something. I don't know. Well, you certainly want to be on the play here. Four lands, Portable Hole, Growth Spiral. I'm going to keep this. Seems solid enough. Looks like a discard spell on 1 again. Not really surprising, because again they have 12. It's a pretty easy take. Come on. Take this counter. There you go. You did it. Attaboy. All black mana again, deliberately this time, so another discard spell. Wow, what a surprise. Take the Growth Spiral. Come on. You can figure it out. There's only 2 targets. Portable Hole's not doing anything at all. There you go. Oh, they have another discard spell? Oh my god. I guess that, again, not really all that surprising. I wonder if I just pick up Yorion then. I don't know. Probably not. Another black... So they deliberately took themselves off of red. I don't know why. I'm not going to put Yorion to hand because I'd rather them not like cast a discard spell or give them a reason to cast it because I'd like Shark Typhoon to actually be in play. So I just try to avoid that if I can. Memory Deluge. It's an alright draw. I feel less bad about a discard spell at this point. I'm going to not cycle Shark Typhoon, so I'd like to just do this. Nope, they finally fired it off. Now they have a choice. Okay. Actually, of the 3, the fastest one was the one that would have taken me the longest to choose. They snap chose that. I don't think I would have done that. It makes me think they have another one, because I think they should have taken Shark Typhoon first. So they probably have another one. Another black land, so... Okay, would it go blank? Is this a go blank? Probably. No, it's that card, I guess. Okay, I don't... That makes the Memory Deluge take more sense, right? Because now I can't flash it back. Okay, you got me. I'm going to pick this up now. I think I'm done respecting an army of counterspells, and obviously having this in play is a good idea. Enters the battlefield or attacks, exile. For each creature card, exile. This does not have Menace. I always think it does, but it doesn't. They are pretty audible? Shoot. That sucks. I apologize. Not much I can do about it, though. Okay. I need one more land to cast this, so I'm just going to cast this to defend myself. It seems my opponent doesn't have any red mana? I seem a little mana screwed, and this obviously stonewalls the attack, so we don't die in 2 swings. If I get to another land, I can cast this and also this. Okay, Agent is useless. Portable Hole is also useless. One is too cheap and the other's too expensive, so let's do that. No good attack. Alright. I mean, it's better than a random card, right? It's better than the average draw, I think. Let's tap one of these down. Oh no, it doesn't work. Alright, I guess we just plus and then pass, because I'm not going to discard a card to just tap one of these. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Again, our opponent deliberately did not play red mana. I don't know why. It seemed kind of free. It's not like they had a triple or quadruple black card. Very weird to me. A third Trespasser. I wonder if you swing into Tamiyo. Do you? Apparently you don't. Okay. So that was a colossal draw. We're going to swing and then cast Farewell, exiling literally everything. Creatures, graveyards, artifacts. This is one away from ultimating as well. I feel like my opponent, yet again, kept a hand that doesn't... Like, you just disrupt me early, and then you don't do anything. Right? Like, it doesn't seem like a good idea to do that. So, this is a very crazy game. Let's draw here. Let's play this. It costs way less because of the Tamiyo thing. I'm not going to steal this, because I have Omen of the Sea. Right? It's just good to leave this for an actual threat. Maybe even the backside of this card instead or something. Opponent gets rid of a card that seemed decent enough in this spot. I guess that's good news. Wow, that's crazy. Yep. This is why I think black-red is very strong, but my opponent's keeps were like, oh, look at all this discard. I can totally shut down my opponent's strategy. But you weren't capitalizing on the disruption. You just discarded me 1 for 1, 1 for 1, 1 for 1, and then you lost. Like, you didn't... You even 2 for 1 me with a go blank, but you weren't capitalizing on the board at all. They deliberately did not have red mana early. Triple these. Like, they were super scared of my graveyard with the Skanta. Like, my opponent's priorities were just wrong, honestly. I think that's what it boils down to. My opponent's priorities just didn't really make a lot of sense at all. But yeah, it seemed like Yorion... that was a crazy long game, too. Super grindy. It seems like Yorion is definitely the way to go, which you wouldn't really think in, like, this kind of... Right, like, it just seems like the resources Yorion brings to the table are just vastly superior to a 60-card version of this. And there's nowhere to go but up with this, too, right? I think I'm going to drop these 2 Tamiyos for maybe more of this one. This one actually does seem pretty good. I am impressed with the 5-mana one. Not so much the 4-mana one. They both pick up stuff, except this, like, doesn't make me have to recast it. If it's, like, Teferi or something, I can just exile it and get a copy. I want more marches, and I want Fateful Absence in... I think that's good. We could even go way down on green, and the only green card being, like, Tamiyo, dropping, or maybe even Girl Spiral as well, but... I don't know. That felt way better than last time I was doing this, and it felt better than the 60-card version of this. So I think we're getting somewhere. Certainly learning. The format is not terrible, you know. I do like it. I don't think the best decks in the format prevent me from doing the things I like to do, which is obviously a huge plus. It means I enjoy the format, right? At least for now. The sideboard obviously could be worked on a bit here as well. Maybe drop Kama if we're dropping a lot of green, because double green might wind up being an issue. But either way, kids are screaming. Stream quality has plummeted. Let me know what you thought about this list in particular. Let me know what you would and would not play. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.